This is a satellite image of the Beirut port in Lebanon, captured on July 31, 2020. But just 4 days later, something happened here that left the port in ruins. The hangars were destroyed, and a massive crater about 135 meters wide, almost the length of two Boeing 747s, appeared at the site. What exactly had happened that gave birth to the world's largest non-nuclear explosion? On August 4, 2020, a video clip went viral showing a bride named Isaiah Seblani posing for a photo shoot at Saifi Square in Beirut, when suddenly a powerful shockwave forced everyone to run for their lives. Just 23 minutes earlier, around 5:45 p.m., some welders were repairing a hole in the wall of a warehouse at the port. Sparks from their work ignited a fire inside the hangar, known as Warehouse 12, located right next to the sea. 10 minutes later, a team of 9 firefighters and 1 paramedic arrived at the scene. After assessing the situation, they radioed their chief, saying something felt very wrong because the fire was growing uncontrollably and strange noises were coming from within. Barely 12 minutes later, at 6:07 p.m., the first explosion occurred. Videos showed thick white smoke and flashes resembling fireworks. That's because Warehouse 12 stored a shipment of fireworks which likely ignited in the... This first explosion was recorded to be equivalent to 1,500 kilograms of TNT. Before people could even comprehend what had happened, just 30 seconds later, a second and far more devastating blast tore through Beirut. This explosion was captured on countless cameras as many people had started recording after the first blast. A massive fireball rose into the sky, and its shockwave travelled faster than the speed of sound. A white dome appeared, caused by vaporized water due to the immense pressure, followed by a giant cloud of red smoke, evidence of ammonium nitrate stored inside. The explosion was so powerful that it was felt 200 kilometers away in Cyprus, where terrified people rushed out of their homes. The shockwave shattered windows at Beirut's airport, located 8 kilometers away, and even bent steel reinforcements in nearby buildings. The US Geological Survey recorded it as the equivalent of a 3.3 magnitude earthquake. Scientists at Sheffield University later estimated the explosion to be equivalent to 1.5 million kilograms of TNT ends. About 1,000 times stronger than the fire of the Hiroshima atomic bomb. Hangars near the blast site were obliterated. Ships docked at the port were severely damaged, and even a 390-foot-long 5-star cruise ship was lifted out of the water and capsized. The explosion carved a 135-meter-wide crater that quickly filled with seawater. Experts called it the largest non-nuclear explosion ever recorded, and its force even disturbed Earth's ionosphere, temporarily disrupting GPS and radio signals. Beirut looked like a city struck by apocalypse. Entire neighborhoods in northern Beirut flattened, trees uprooted, cars overturned, and steel beams twisted beyond recognition. The blast cut off the city's electricity supply, stalling rescue efforts. Bulldozers cleared roads for emergency teams, but the scale of the disaster was overwhelming. The explosion killed 218 people, injured over 7,000, and instantly left around 12% of Beirut's population homeless. Hospitals near the port were destroyed, forcing doctors to treat victims in parking lots and on sidewalks. St. George Hospital, located just meters from the port, was reduced to rubble yet continued treating patients outside amidst the wreckage. Even then, thousands of injured people had to be turned away due to lack of space. In the aftermath, many Beirut residents opened their homes to shelter the newly homeless. Fires burned for 7 hours and black smoke lingered in the skies into the next day. The stench of sulfur and burnt rubber filled the air for days. Soon after, Protests erupted across Lebanon as furious citizens demanded accountability. Reports revealed that Warehouse 12 was being used to store dangerous chemicals like kerosene, hydrochloric acid, and fireworks, along with a staggering 2750 tons ammonium nitrate. This chemical, commonly used as fertilizer or in explosives, had been sitting at the port since 2013 without any proper safety measures. That year, a Russian ship named Rosas carrying the ammonium nitrate was forced to dock in Beirut due to technical problems. Unable to pay port fees or crew wages, the ship's owner abandoned it and Lebanese authorities seized its cargo, transferring it into Warehouse 12. Over the next 6 years, customs officials repeatedly warned the government through emails and reports, urging them to either re-export the chemicals or sell them to an explosives company. But the government ignored every warning, even after the warehouse walls developed holes, creating additional security risks. Experts believe it was during the repair of one such hole that sparks ignited the blaze, leading to the blasts. Now, in 2025, 5 years later, justice has still not been served. Political interference, ministerial immunity, and judicial conflicts repeatedly stalled the investigation. Judges who attempted to press charges were removed or blocked by powerful groups. From 2022 to 2024, the investigation was entirely frozen. Only in early 2025, after Nawaf Salam became Prime Minister and amid conflict with Israel and Hezbollah, was the case reopened. In May 2025, reports emerged that Judge Ted Bitter would deliver his final verdict on August 4, 2025, the 5th anniversary of the disaster. Even today, scars of the explosion remain visible in Beirut. At the blast site now stands an 8-foot-tall statue of a woman holding a sword built from broken glass, twisted steel, and rubble, in memory of the 218 lives lost. At its base lies a clock frozen at 6:80 p.m., the exact time of the explosion, stopped forever since that tragic day.